To start your watercolor snake, you need a piece of plain white paper, some newspaper or scrap paper to protect your table. I'm using these tempera cakes, but you can use any type of paint. Watercolor is preferable, but if you don't have watercolor, just use whatever you have around the house and water it down a lot. First step, you can see I took some of these dark colors and made lighter versions. You want to cover the entire paper with just abstract designs. So I'm going to go ahead and finish watercoloring my whole paper. What you want to make sure you don't do is spend too much time in one area because you will rip the paper. It will get so wet that you're going to get holes in it. So I've covered my whole paper right off the edge with my random abstract design. And then I mixed up some really watery paint and I just tapped around the paper. And this is when it's important that you have your protected area below you so you don't get splatter paint all over your table. Okay, I have to let this dry completely. Now, this side is dry. I actually used a hairdryer to make it dry faster if you're impatient like me. So I'm going to flip it over and I have to do the same thing to the other side. I have to cover it all. It doesn't need to be the same design at all. The important thing is you just remember to cover the whole paper. So I'm going to do something different on this side and I will be back. Okay, this is my second side. You can see it's very different from the front. I did do that splatter technique again, and now I'll use the hairdryer to dry this side. Here is my finished paper. Both sides are completely dry. You'll notice that the paper is a little wrinkled. That does not matter whatsoever. You're going to take a ruler or something with a straight edge that's long enough for your paper. Take a pencil, and you're going to draw a series of strips all the way across. Now you could trace the ruler, but I want to have a lot of strips so my snake can be nice and long. So I'm going to do about 1/2 inch strips. This last one is a little fat, so I'm going to have to draw a line and then trim that skinny piece off. After you have all your lines across, you're going to carefully and straightly cut all the way off. So you're going to have a bunch of strips. This last one, if it was too skinny, that one just gets thrown away. All right, so cut off all your strips. Now here comes my favorite part, is actually forming your snake. Take 2 of your strips, a glue stick, put glue on one end, glue down the end of a strip at a 90-degree angle, so it's perfectly perpendicular. Once it's glued, take this first strip, fold it over, then take this strip, fold it over that one. And you just keep doing this over. Now, when you're about to run out of strip, just take the glue stick, put it on the end, glue on another long strip, do the same over here, and then you continue onward. And you do this until you run out of all your strips. Try to keep your folding straight. And eventually you will see your snake is going to get longer and longer, like an accordion. All right, I'm going to finish up. You can see my snake is getting very long. I'm keeping it compact like a slinky. I have 4 strips left, and I'm continuing to add them on. Glue stick. Glue stick. It's getting very long, but I'm continuing to fold over, then over. When you get to the end and you have these little nubbies, just put glue on the top, fold over your last one, push really hard, and cut these little tags off. Now you can see I have such a long snake. Very last step to your snake. Take a piece of colored paper. It can be white and you can just color it yourself. Fold it in half. Now I will draw the line so you can see what my snake head is going to look like. There it is. Cut it out while your paper is folded. I'm cutting inside the pencil line so it doesn't show. Here it is. Taking a Sharpie, drawing little eyes. I have a pink Post-it here. I'm going to cut a tongue. There's my head. Now I take an end, it doesn't matter which end. Put a lot of glue. Stick on your head. Really push hard. And now you have your long snake. You can stretch out really far. There we go. Hope you enjoyed it.